Hi friends, welcome back to the authentication application. Today we are going to create the three utility files. Create three utility files. First one is a async handler. First one is a async handler. In the async, why we are going to use the async handler file is if you take the in my application we are going to write the we are going to write the few of the get and post methods. We are going to write the few of the get and post method. There is a chance of getting the failure in the application, a failure in the functions like a get and post functions. uh, there is a chance of failure in the get and post functions. To handle those failures or to handle those failures in the normally, we are going to write the try catch block. Try catch block. To every time, like each and every get and post method, we are going to write the try catch block. Instead of writing this try catch block every time, we are going to make it as a common. We are going to make this try catch block as a common, and we are going to write one function for this. We are going to write the to handle the try catch block inside the separate function. To handle those things, we are going to use the async handler. In the async handler, we are going to write a one concept called. We are going to use the one concept called higher order function. Higher order function. Second file. One more file is the standardized response standardized response API. Standardized response API. Why we are going to use this standardized response API means like after completing the each and every after completing the one API, there is a we will get the one response or we will get the response from the API. We will get the some JSON response or some XML response. Today we are going to this time, like nowadays we are going to get only the JSON response only for the REST APIs. We are going to get the JSON response from the after logging into after successfully API executed. After successfully API executed, we will get the some JSON response. Like to make it as a JSON response as a some format or some certain format, we are going to use the here standardized response API. This response API is used for the making the like a response in the some particular format. Suppose take the in my application there is a different APIs are there like get, post and put and delete. These APIs are there. Like each and every time there is a each and every API you will write the different JSON responses and like different JSON response formats. Instead of writing those things, we are going to one standard we are making the one standard response API format. Response API format it should be get the status code and message and what the data and success message. We are going to make this as a one response. Like one more file is the standardized error API. Same like response also. There is a chances of in my application there is a chances of getting the errors also, like getting the failure also. To to view that failures like where the failure will have occurred or where the what is the failure message reason for failure, like to view that failure reasons or to view the mm, failure messages, we are going to make the standardized error API also. Like here also we are going to make the some format. Here also we are going to make the some error format we are going to get the status code. We are going to get the message for what is the reason for failuring the uh, failuring the that failuring the error like API and what is the success, like a success is automatically false only, and what is the data, what is the data will get after failuring. These things we are going to taken into the standardized error API. We are going to write these all things in the this class. First go to the my src folder and go to the utils folder. We are going to create the first async handler. asyncHandler.js. asyncHandler.js const asyncHandler equal to arrow function return. Inside this asyncHandler brackets, we are going to take the request handler, and we are going to return the function. This function we are going to write promise.resolve. We are going to call the handler request handler. We are going to call the request handler with some parameters. While returning, there is a parameters are there here. Like first one is a request, second one is a response, then one is the next. Next is a middleware. We are going to pass this all things into this function, like request, comma, response, and next. And there is a chance of getting the failures also. To handle those failures, we are going to catch those error of next of. We are not going to handle here. We are going to send them errors into the my next. Next means we are going to make it as a, we are going to create the one middleware. We are going to send the errors into the middleware. In that middleware, we are going to handle the errors. Like we are going to handle the errors, and we are going to make the show that error, like what is the reason for the error and where the error is triggered, some, and what is the response, and what is the message, and what is the success message, and these all things we are going to show into the in that middleware. After completing this, export this asynHandler. Like this is the higher order function. Higher order function is a nothing but it will take a function as a parameter, and it will return the function as a response. Like a simply we can say that simply higher order function is the function. It will take the function as a parameter, and it will return the function. One more file, ApiResponse.js. This is the not function. Actually, this is the not function. It is a class. API response. Here we are going to create the constructor. In that constructor, we are going to take the few parameters like a status code, comma, data, comma, message. I'm going to take the default message as a success constructor. Here we are going to handle this dot status code equal to status code, comma, this dot data equal to data, and this dot message equal to message, and this dot success equal to this dot status code less than 400. If this status code is less than 400, then success is there. Then this one it becomes the true. And export this one. Export API response. One more file is the API error. Error.js. Same like it is this one also class only, API error, but we are going to extend the error class. You will able to see this error class from the Chrome. Go to the Chrome web browser. Error class in Node.js. You will able to find error class in Node.js. You will able to find here error class. It will as a constructor called with a parameter of message. It will have the error.capture tag trace, and stack trace limit and cause, error dot code, error dot message, and error dot stack. These all things contains. But we are going to write the few of things only. Constructor inside this status code, comma, data, sorry, not data, status code, comma, message equal to, I'm going to write the default message like a something went wrong, and errors. This is the array, and one more is the stack. This is the empty by default. Inside this, we are going to take the this dot status code equal to status code, and this dot data. I'm going to take the null by default, and this dot message equal to message, and this dot success, sorry, this dot errors equal to errors, and this dot success equal to false. By default it is false only. Why? We are, because of it is error class. Here we are going to call the one function called super constructor. Super means a parent constructor. I'm going to call with parameter of message. Then we are going to one more thing. We are going to assign one more thing, stack. If the stack is present, we are going to assign this dot stack is equal to stack. If stack is not present, we are going to else case. In that else case, we are going to call the this dot capture track. This one we are going to call. I'm going to call this track is okay. Copy this one. We are going to call this one here. This comma. Here we are going to call the this comma this dot constructor. Suppose stack is present. We are going to assign the this dot stack equal to stack. Suppose stack is not present. Suppose stack is empty. We are going to call the error dot cap stack trace, and we are inside this. We are going to pass the this comma this dot constructor. If you see this error, see the documentation also, error documentation also, see error dot cap stack is equals to current object comma constructor object like this dot constructor object. Like actually this video or this session is a optional section, optional session. Why? Because of many why? Because if without having these files also, without having this for asynchronous handle and API response also, API error, without these things also, we can achieve the, we can write the APIs in the application, but we are going to following some standard rules or standard formats uh, for writing the APIs, for writing the get and post APIs in my application, for my authentication application. It is a good practice, or it is a recommended practice for writing the certain standardized formats for API response and API errors. That's all, friends. I have completed the this video. If you like my content, if you like my explanation, you can like the video, and you can subscribe my channel and support my channel.